Today, we're going to be diving into the world of artificial intelligence.
It's starting.
Yes, I said it, AI. I don't know why that was so dramatic. What is up, beautiful people? TJ here with another episode. Today we're going to be going into artificial intelligence, or better known as AI, as everybody uses that buzzword nowadays. Now, there's a lot of tools that I use personally on a daily basis that are considered AI tools, and they really just help enhance my creativity. Sometimes it gives me ideas for different things. I don't use it as like the end all be all for what I'm going to post or what I'm going to make, but I do definitely use some of the tools just to give me a little creative edge, a little bit, just a little nudge in the creative zone. So anyway, we're going to go over my top ones that I use on a daily basis and ones that you can use in your business. Now, I ain't even gonna hold you. We're gonna get right into these tools. So the first one we're gonna look at is some image generation tools. So MidJourney is the best one that I've used for image generation. There are some other ones that you can utilize and that you can use to create some images. ChatGPT is another one we'll talk about here in just a minute. But let's get into MidJourney. MidJourney is very simple. There is a fee for MidJourney. It's $10 per month or $30 per month, depending on how many images you're going to do. I got the $10 a month one because I don't make as many images as I used to, and it was new and it was fresh. Now, it doesn't have to be super scientific. You can just go through here and type in exactly what you want. You know, there's some other things you can look at. I'll show you the website here in just a minute where you can see like what other people are making. You can make images like that, but you can use this for backgrounds for your thumbnails. You can use this for images for like a book or a story that you're writing. Anything that you need to make an image or a background or a photo for, you can do it with MidJourney. Now, it takes a minute for it to kind of go through and calculate and make the image. And while you do this, you can also make some other images. So if I want to make 3 or 4 images at the same time, I can go through here and just type up more images, but we'll see what it's gonna come up with. All right, so this is kind of what it came up with. It's more of like a cartoon kind of one, but if I want it to be hyper realistic, I can just go in there and type in hyper realistic. It will look more realistic, but I like this cartoon style. And this is actually a background that I used in one of our videos where we did unboxings of lost mail packages. So just the creative mind of, or the creative area where you can make stuff that you can't physically find on the internet. You can just go in here and type in a prompt and come up with the image in a couple of seconds. So these are some other images that I have generated for mystery boxing, unboxings and stuff like that. So this is one, kind of some Amazon boxes inside of looks like a jail. And I was like, we're basically stealing because we're getting like really good stuff. You know, just different little scenarios, stuff that you would not be able to find clip art for. You can go in here and you can generate yourself. So MidJourney does have an awesome website where you can go in and you can see what other people are creating to get some creative prompts. So you can actually go in and you can create something very similar to this image. All you have to do is go click on it and you can go and get the actual prompt for this item. You can copy prompt right here. It's pretty simple. And you paste that into your MidJourney app and it will come up with the image that looks like this. Now, you will never replicate the exact image that it came up with, but you will come up with something that's very similar. You can change the prompts to get something a little bit aligned with what you want. So they've got some really great images here. I always like looking through the ones, especially the ones that are like hyper realistic like this one. Really cool portrait of an African children wearing a spacesuit looking through the window on Mars. Obviously, you would never find a photo of a little kid in a spacesuit on Mars, but that looks like a photo of a little kid on Mars. It's pretty cool, right? All right, so the next one we're gonna look at is Remini, and this is actually on the app, so you can find it in the Apple Store, and it should be on Android, I'm pretty sure. But you can go in here and you can actually upload photos of yourself. I think you upload like 6 to 10 photos of yourself, and it can actually generate photos based off of your actual photos, and they can make headshots. You can use those for thumbnails. You can just generate some fun stuff to post on social media. So like right now they have baby Christmas, so you can actually make yourself in a baby format. Pretty cool, right? You can also make photos of other people, send them to them. Wouldn't that be really cool if you made photos of all your friends as baby Christmases and made like a cute little Christmas card and sent that to them? I feel like that would be pretty cute. So like I said, I use Remini for generating photos of myself. I also use it to AI enhance images. So if I have an image that's kind of grainy or it wasn't shot in the best light, I can run it through here and it actually makes the photos a lot more beautiful. It evens the light on the skin tone. It just makes it just gives it that extra punch that you don't get from a photo if you took it on a crappy camera. You can also use Remini to enhance your video. So if you have a short video clip that you want to enhance, if it's grainy, you shot at night, or if it doesn't look as great as it does. I run a lot of my videos that I post on social media through Remini because it does give it that crispiness and it makes it look a lot better. And it retains what the actual video looks. So I'm gonna give you a look at a video before and the video after. So I think Remini costs about $4.99 per week, but it's one of those ones that you can use as you need it. You don't have to pay $4.99. You can use it for the whole week, so you can save all your projects for 1 week and get all of them done and then have them saved to your phone, or you can just pay for it every week. So this next one is going to be ChatGPT. Now I can make an entire video, and I probably will make an entire video about how I utilize ChatGPT, but there's so many uses for ChatGPT. A lot of people think it's just text-based, but now they actually include photos, so you can generate photos from ChatGPT. But I really like the idea generation. It's not necessarily about creating something out of nothing. It's about generating the ideas. It's kind of like having a business partner, and you're able to bounce an idea off of a business partner or a person. You can just ask, you can ask your AI bot. So right now I am using ChatGPT 4, which is a paid version of this. You can use ChatGPT 3.5 and you don't have to actually pay for it. So I do use this one because it does pull from current events, and I believe the 3.5 pulls from like 2020. So I want to use current data and stuff that's current and new and be able to include that in my search results. So that's why I pay for the ChatGPT 4. So you can see on here I asked, make me a list of 10 YouTube videos ideas about liquidation and reselling items on eBay. So you can see it gave me 10 items or 10 video ideas that I can make. It gave me the title of the video and also gave me a brief description of the video. Well, I went a little bit further and I said, hey, can you give me a script for number 8? So it's going to go and pull from number 8. So it does remember what you talked about in the previous conversation. So you can reference a previous conversation and it will remember that. So I said, hey, can you give me a script for number 8? And it said, sure. It gave me a whole entire script for number 8. And it gave me actual words that I can say in the video. And it's going to be keyword focused. And you can actually dig a lot deeper in here. You can say, hey, I want to hyper focus on this keyword, and it will load that script with the keyword. And you can actually use that script to make your YouTube video. It also gives you like timestamps, so you can see about how long each section is going to be. You can also, obviously go in here and change it based on what you want it to be, what you want your video to be. But this is a really good starting place if you want to generate some ideas. You can really go through here and say, hey, I need some ideas for a video, and it can give you a list of ideas. And a lot of times it can expand that list. Like it'll give you 10 things that, 10 ideas, and then you can say, well, give me 10 more, and it'll give you 10 more fresh ideas. So I even went a little bit further with this. I said, hey, with that list you gave me earlier, go ahead and give me titles, keyword titles, and thumbnail ideas for those videos. And it gave me all of the titles and the thumbnails right here very quickly, and it works instantly. As soon as you type it in, it's calculating and putting all the stuff in there that you need. Now, ChatGPT also does photos. So if you go through and you can ask it to make you something like an image of a potato, and then I got a little crazy. I kept asking it to make it angry and make it angry, and it just came up with something like pretty cool. So this is really good for like storytelling. If you want to create images for a book or a story or something like that, you can just tell it, tell it to make a character, and then you can give that character emotion, and it'll just go through and take that same character and create emotions based on what you tell it to, especially if it's in the same feed of what you're searching for. So really play around with that if you are creating like a short story, or if you need images for something, if you need them to be like consistent, I would use ChatGPT, or at least I would try it. ChatGPT can also be used to create speeches and also create emails. So I'm not very good. I'm not a very prolific writer like my sister April is, but I do like writing things, but sometimes I can't find the words. The words, kind of escape me. So this is really good for me writing emails at work. So I can say, hey, I need you to write a nice but stern email to my coworker telling them, hey, I need this stuff by this date. And it goes through and it tells you exactly what you can put in the email, and it even formats it like an email. So all you got to do is change the name and the date and all that kind of stuff, and just kind of copy and paste it into your work email. So it's really good for finding words when you can't find them, and sometimes it just give you ideas of what you could say to make you sound a little bit more professional. You know, it's just idea generation. It's just extending what you already know and just making it a little bit better. The next one I want to talk about is OpusClips. So this will actually take your long form videos and it will shorten them down to vertical videos that you can post on Instagram Reels, you can post on Facebook Reels, you can post on Shorts, you can post on TikTok, and you don't actually have to do anything. You can just copy and paste your link from your long form YouTube videos, and it will actually cut them down into bite-sized chunks. Now, it only works for like podcasts, educational videos, product reviews, motivational speeches, stuff like that. So vlogs, it doesn't really work with because it can't necessarily reframe it. But if you're doing like a talking head video and you have portions of it where it's talking head and you want to take those talking head portions and make it into short clips, you can do that. Now, we do a lot of unboxings on our pallet jacking channel, so I just ran it through one of our unboxings, and this is what it came up with.
There's a lot of different things that people don't think about, especially when they are jumping into pallet flipping. They don't think about how much space these items take up, so much space.
So it's not like super like crazy stuff. All it's doing is reframing the shots to make it like where I'm having dialogue with April, and instead of me having to go in and cut and edit all this stuff, it's automatically doing it. So it gave me, when I put this YouTube video in here, it actually gave me 12 clips that I could use. It also gave me keyword rich descriptions that I could just copy and paste into the captions, and it also gave me a brief description of what the idea or what the video was about. So it's really great with finding parts of the video that are interesting based on the keywords that you're saying, and able to show you what those videos are going to look like. And it also gives you the captions on the video, which I use a different caption app, but the captions automatically come on the OpusClip. All right, so last but not least is going to be Adobe Podcast. So this will take your audio, especially if you have audio that doesn't sound like the best. I literally just had to reshoot this whole video because the audio was like crappy and it was too much for me to run it through here, so I didn't do it through here. But you can go through and take your crappy audio and enhance it to make it sound podcast-like. Right now, I'm in my little corridor outside my studio, and I want to be here because it's very echoey in this room. And what this does, Adobe Podcast, it will actually allow you to put export your audio from your video, input it into this program. It's a web-based program. It's free for right now, and it will actually make your video sound like podcast style. So let's go see if we can make this video sound better. So basically all you have to do is record whatever video you want to do. You have to remove the audio and paste it in here. So you do have to paste it in here as an MP3 file. But if you did film an entire video and the audio was crappy, you can just export that video as an audio clip, paste it in here, get the improved audio, and then you can paste it back into your video project. So that is going to be it for today, guys. I appreciate you guys for checking out this video. If you want to check out more AI videos, I am going to be making more in this playlist. So make sure you save this playlist because I'm going to be making more AI videos about content creation and stuff like that. And also check out this playlist because I got some fun stuff over there.